Hey guys, we're gonna have a little fun with this DIY. Also, a lot of people have been reaching out, asking to see Nick rocking the pink wig again from Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So Nick is a fun guy. We're having fun with this, little DIY, little pink wig. So, like I said, today we're gonna do a spare tire. So now, we're in the boot of the trunk, you know, the boot, the trunk, whatever you wanna call this. And we're going to go get the equipment to replace the spare tire in this vehicle. And they can be in various different spots, but you know, they're mostly in this area. And as you see, got our jack handles, you know, everything we need to do to take a spare tire off. And let's go, Nick. Scissor jack, check. Lug wrench, check. Lug wrench removable tool, check. And lug wrench extension. So now we're gonna go on this side of the vehicle. And right off the bat, before you jack this thing up, what we wanna do is loosen these lug nuts. Nick? So you gotta remember, sometimes you can be very, very tight on there and you might have to use a little bit more force. But looks like we're having pretty good ease with these, nothing too crazy. And always remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So now we got them loose. We'll come back over here. We're gonna grab our scissor jack and these tools. And now this part is about safety. As you see, all these vehicles have lift points and proper ways we had to lift them to be safe. Under here, you have this ridge. And you see these little divots in this ridge? This is where they want us to set the jack. And so this is where we're gonna set our jack to lift it up. Take it away, Nick. And again, these scissor jacks are miserable, they're horrible. They're unsafe by every means, but if this is all that you have to work with to remove your spare tire, you gotta make a deal. Remember, we just need to get the vehicle off the ground just enough to remove the tire. And see, scissor jacks is turn by turn, unfortunately. Nothing fast about this process, which can be a little scary on the side of the road, yes. I do understand that. That's why we kinda want you guys to be prepared and know what you're doing when you get there. But once you get going, it's not the worst case. As you see, the car is slowly but surely going up. While Nick's doing that, I was talking about some other options. Well, this is more of what we use in the shop. This is heavy duty. This is between a $400 and $500 jack. You don't have to get anything this crazy. But what I would suggest, because actually a customer had changed their tire on the lot and actually left this jack for some reason, don't know why. But you guys can buy yourself a little jack like this, stores real good in the back of the vehicle, usually boxed really nice. And as soon as we're done this tire, we'll jack it up with this and we'll show you how fast the difference is. And as you see, it's still getting her off the ground. Believe me, we're using our air tools and our equipment. This job had already been done. Again, this just kind of shows you how much of a pain in the butt these scissor jacks are. We're getting there. See movement. See. Takes a little while, but a couple more pumps up. We should be good to go to get this tire off. Yeah, I think we're golden now. So now what we're gonna do is remove the rest of our lug nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you gotta remember, we're used to using air tools, so this is a little foreign to us sometimes too. Not often do we have to change our spare tires in our vehicles. If we do, you know, we have tools, air tools, electric tools, all kinds of stuff to get this done really, really fast. Now that's 5 lug nuts off this vehicle. So now we want to take the wheel off. Remember, sometimes they're not just going to come right off. And this looks like the case with the Rondo. You got to do a little tap. So now we're just going to put our tire to the side. And we are going to let down our spare. Unfortunately, here, all types of ways to let down spare tires. And Nick's going to get a flathead screwdriver. Oh, pink! Good call, buddy. Loving the energy. And as you see right here, it's about what's that, 19 to 21. We are going to put the extension on there. And now we're going to start going down, taking it off. As you see, Nick's turning. And as we're turning, look at our spare tire. It's coming on down. And it's going to keep turning and turning until your spare tire hits the ground. And he's going to turn a little bit extra because you see this cable. We need to get that cable loose so to be able to get that spare out. And we might need a little bit of a hammer because you see there's some massive rust buildup. I don't think this tire's ever been out of this car. So probably get a little penetrating oil too. But you know, which would be always good if you have it in your car for this type of situation. At least we know we're not going to run into this ever again, because this would suck on the side of the road. And this is why you should try to get your spare tire checked every couple oil changes, just to make sure you don't have this type of issue. And we're going to want to make sure this vehicle tire, spare tire, has enough air in it. So we're going to use some freeze off by CRC. Do a little love tap here. Boom. Now we got that loose. And you're going to watch, this is going to come up through the center and pull through. And now we're going to put our spare tire on. You're going to make sure you line up all your lug holes. Try to get it back as evenly as possible. Again, this is a little rusty, girl, but you're seeing real world scenarios and what could happen on the road. At least, we're in the shop and we're able to bypass some of these other problems, you would have had on the side of the road. But you got proper mechanic doing his thing, taking care of your vehicle. This isn't anything you really got to worry about. So what Nick's doing now is just starting all the lug nuts by hand. It's always a good practice. Now we're going to tighten them up as much as we can right now. They're not going to be tight yet, because I'll show you why. You can only get so tight while the tire's off the ground. Alright, so we got them tight where we can get it right now. Maybe a couple more turns, try. Oh yeah, there we go. So now, we can come back to our scissor jack. And we're gonna take her down. And then as you see, this process can be grueling, just like going up. Turn by turn, we're getting there. One turn at a time, baby. Believe me, be glad you don't have to do this all the time. Changing a tire like this is not the funnest.
No, it is not.
It humbles us, that's for sure. Tire just hit the ground. And once we get this out, we're just going to put this equipment to the side, and then we're going to go back to the wheel and torque down those lug nuts. See, after a certain amount, you can get her down with your hand. Makes the process go a little bit faster once you get to that point. Alright. And now, we're going to get our lug wrench and torque down this wheel. And again, glad we checked this, because as you see, the Rondo spare had a flat. Dun dun dun! But we're gonna take care of that. Again, we just want to show you guys how to get this done and be prepared for the worst case scenario. If you get a blowout or a tire issue on the side of the road, you know, it can be scary. Car speed and passion, all that good stuff. And, you know, this way you guys can get back on the road safely. And guys, that is how it's done. And pretty much you're just gonna put all your equipment back, and that's how you change spare tire. Nick, we appreciate you. Hope you guys appreciated today's DIY. We're gonna be coming out with a lot more. Maybe not all in the pink hair, but the pink hair is fun. We did our best not to laugh the whole time, but hope you guys are enjoying. Seriously, thank you everybody for tuning in. We got nothing but love for you guys. If you ever need us, 410-845-0380. Me and Nick are here for you. Holla.